we do want you to know that your voice in this room is the important voice. We're waiting to hear from you. And so no one should be uncomfortable speaking in the room, but if you do want to speak, please request the mic because we are interested in hearing these different perspectives. And I think those are some very challenging and important questions that Rose has brought up here. And I think, Rose, it speaks to an important idea here. It's Scarlett Johansson who is challenging this this misappropriation of property, and there is some legal precedent for this, and the law apparently is the right of publicity, where you can protect the economic value of an artist's persona. And I think that in the creator economy that we operate in, if we do have a social media presence, we can consider ourselves as the artist or the creator of that value. And so when we have intangible assets, it always seems a little bit murkier, but it need not be, because we do have a capitalist system, a method of accounting for intangible assets. And so how do we apply that? And there is a precedent. Bette Midler actually challenged Ford Motor Company in 1988 for its unauthorized use of her own voice, which was clearly identifiable as belonging to her, even if it wasn't her own voice, if it had been misappropriated or copied. And what the judgment said is that a voice is as distinctive and personal as a face. And so there's clear ownership around that. Apparently, that also happened White versus Samsung, 1992. Vanna White sued Samsung because they apparently ran a commercial, an ad, with a robot dressed up to look like Vanna White, who was a well-recognized personage in America. And they also said that the appropriation of a celebrity's identity for commercial purposes without permission is an actionable under that right of publicity, that particular law. So there are a number of laws. We don't want to get into the dry aspect of the law, but we want to know that there are rights out there, and how do we apply them? And what is it about women who are stepping forward and busting some of the myths around these these monuments, these organizations that seem to be untouchable? And it takes somebody with both the courage and the means to challenge some of these ideas, like, oh, it's happening, it's going to happen to everybody, so there's nothing we can do, we better just figure out how to live with it. Or can we shape the future? I think those are some of the questions that we want to be probing today. So, Rose, thank you for introducing those ideas for us. And I'd love to hear from Lilu next.